Keep up.
This is Raven coming at you. In this video, I want to show you a couple items they improved for the shadow set for the Demon Hunter. And actually that really works really good. I like the arrows. They improved that. They put more damage on it. And that really helps. But of course, my Demon Hunter already had a pretty nice build on her. And she was actually really good with what I got her set up with. But I did want to try this out and see how much more damage I could actually put out with her with the new improvements on these items. Let me go over here and I'll show you. And actually, it really did help. Show you what I got in a cube first for her. Of course, I got the ring after casting Shadow Power, Smoke Screen, or Volt. Takes 60% reduced damage for 8 seconds. That's really important. And then for my resources, all damage taken is reduced by 50%. And then, of course, the Dawn. And of course, I got my standard set. I'm wearing all the set pieces. Now you can use your regular gems, or you can use the diamonds for more resistance. It's up to you. Either one works really good. And for the gems I'm using Ban of the Trap. I got the Swiftness gem because I want that more cooldown. Gain 1% cooldown reduction per stack of Swiftness. Gain swiftness with every attack, increasing your attack speed by 1%. 1.45% for 4 seconds. This effect stacks up 15 times. And I got the Pain Enhancer. Critical hit causes enemies to bleed 7,200% weapon damage as physical over 3 seconds. Gain Blood Frenzy, granting you 3% increased attack speed for each bleeding enemy within 20 yards. And that gives me more attack speed. But now, of course, Ban of the Stricken is a great gem for greater rifts. You can actually swap that out and play with it. And you can maybe swap out Swiftness and put it in there. Or even Pain Enhancer. Either way will work really good. And I have actually used this gem. This really is a good gem to use on the build also. Alteration. Gain 49.5% non-physical damage reduction while below 50% life. Your resistance to cold, fire, lightning, poison, and arcade are increased by 75%. This is a nice build. I've played with this on her, and it works really good. I just got done with a Greater Rift 100. Actually, I had this gem in. I took out Swiftness and I put this gem in. Alteration, and it works really well. But then I just put in the diamonds for more resistance, and I took this gem out and put in Swiftness. I'm just messing with it to see different combinations, but all these gems are great for this build. You can actually play with it and swap them out to your own liking. But of course, Ban Out of the Trap is one of the best gems. Gain an error that reduces the movement speed of enemies within 15 yards by 30%. Increase damage against enemies under the effects of controlling and parrying effects by 43.50%. This is a great gem. And of course, I'm using Compass Rose, the Travelers, Convention of the Elements. Really helps. Really helps a lot, actually. But let me show you the two items that they improved. And it's this one here. Holy Point Shot. Now, it used to impel throws 2 additional knives. And then they improved it to impel throws 2 additional knives and deals 88% increased damage. And actually that goes up to 100% damage. And for the belt, they improved that. Hunter's Wrath. Now it deals 150 to 200% increased damage, which is actually really nice. Want to keep my discipline? You could change some items, skills to keep your discipline. Like you could put on tumble, reduce the discipline cost of your bolt immediately after landing. You could use that. But I got stun and knock back enemies you bolt through, which really works good because the way I got the build set up. And then for Fan of the Knives, gain additional armor after using Fan of the Knives. That's really important. This one you want to spawn constantly as you're going through the Greater Rift. Of course, Vengeance. Increase hatred regeneration. And then, of course, Shadow Power. Reduce damage taken while Shadow Power is activated. And I got this one. Spirals out from the target location, which is a good one. And then, of course, Impale, because I got the build based on cold skill. For my wrist, enemies hit by knockback suffer 29% increased damage for 6 seconds. That's how come I got my vault. Stun and knockback enemies. That really helps out a lot. And then for the cold, let me show you here. Call of the week. Increase damage against slowed or chilled enemies. And while I'm spawning this, I'm chilling them. So I'm constantly increasing the damage. Thrill of the Hunt. Enemies hit by your hatred spinners are slowed by 80%. I'm continue trying to slow them and chill them. You deal 40% additional damage to enemies above 75% health. And then enemies you slow or chill or hit with Fan of the Knives have their damage reduced by 25% for 5 seconds. And actually this really works out good. I like the improvements on the arrows. Because like I said, Impale throws 2 additional knives. That's all they had. And they improved it. Impale throws 2 additional knives and deals up to 100% increased damage. To bring the items to you. And of course I got the point. And of course my arrows. And I'm wearing, after using Impale, bolt costs no resource for 2 seconds. And then my standard set. Like I said, you can use the regular gems, or you can use the diamonds for more resistance. Let's go in here and let's see how much more damage we can get out of her. Like I said, I did a Greater Rift 100. Let's put it up to 105 and go in here. I probably won't finish the Greater Rift because that will take a little bit. It'll probably make the video too long. But let's go in here and see what kind of damage we can pull out of her just by me changing the gems. And like I said, these are all great gems. You can play with a combination and come up with your own, which will be great because they're all great. Let's go in here. This is Greater Rift 105. Let's check this out. And it really helps. The arrows really help. And you want to keep fanning this here, Fan of the Knives, as much as you can. That's why I like more of the cooldown. She does put out a lot of damage, as you see. And I just keep jumping through. Want that bolt. Plus it reduces my damage. Let me get that shine. I'll bolt out of here. And I keep spawning that. That slows them down, gives me more damage. And this is 105. Actually, I could probably finish this and go through it, but it'll take a few minutes.
I'm still waiting.
I need some bosses.
Need more time.
And like I said, she's really got a nice build anyway. but that really helps with a little more damage. There's some bosses.
Not ready yet.
They're all attacking me everywhere. Oh, almost got me. Let me get over here and get that
I'm still waiting.
health. And then you get a little lag. That's all I need in a Greater Rift 100.
I'm injured. Need more time.
There we go. Let me get him. But anyway, you get my point. It actually helps with a lot of the damage. Like I said, this is a Greater Rift 105. And I could get this done, actually. But I just wanted to come in and show you the damage that it does with the improvement. But she does have a good build. And I enjoy playing the Shadow build. Always have.
I'm still waiting.
But I think I'll put my other gem back on, because that really helps with fire and poison and all that. Well, let's go back over here. I just wanted to show you how much more damage you can actually get just with what they changed, which is really nice. But I think I'll put my alteration gem back in, because that really helped. That really did well. But I do like the swiftness gem. You can use either one. Both of them are great. Or like I said, you can the Ban of the Stricken. Just put that in, swap that out with the swiftness, and that's really going to help a lot. That's going to give you a lot more damage. And that's probably what I'll do. I do like the swiftness gem. It helps me with the cooldown. But like I said, you can come up with your own combination, and they all work really well. They're just really good gems for this build. But I definitely wanted to bring a couple new items to you to show you the improvements for the Shadow build. I really enjoy playing her. I haven't played her for a while, but I did do a Greater Rift 100. I will bring that to you. I could have finished this 105. But if you enjoyed the gameplay and this was helpful, give me a thumbs up. This is Raven. This is Raven out.